Okay, today Debbie has us doing yet again another project.
Oh, all my fault, right?
So what the plan is, we don't have a shower at our mini house for while we're doing our construction work. So we picked up some materials at the building store. We've got some tubes, some fittings. We've got parts for shower head, a pump that's 12 volt. We even got hooks to go in there for hanging clothes on and such. Over here we got some plastic composition decking material, and this stuff was on a clearance shelf. It's drop-offs from the ends of things, so it was relatively cheap. It's waterproof, kind of has a tread surface to it, so it should work out pretty good. The plan is to take pieces of wood that we have, and we will put them on underneath and build up sort of a pallet with the materials, and then we'll put another layer under the bottom going crosswise. This is actually being kind of built upside down right now, but this, you get the main idea of what's going on. And once it's all screwed together, we should have a good surface to put our other part of the standing part of the shower on. And then that's going to be, well, Debbie's demonstrating over here. We're going to screw these plugs down to the end of the pallet, to be on the top side of it, of course, but then the couplings go on, then a piece of tube will go in it, and then we have these corners that go three-way that'll go across the top and the sides. Roll it over.
Okay.
So which way are you going?
Whichever way you...
Side up. Oh gosh. I told you, it's heavy.
I know.
Now I'm going to take the cut-off wheel and
Okay.
cut those ones that stick through. This flooring wasn't intended for being screwed down like that. They're for clips on the side, so that's why there's not really any good places to screw into, but it'll work for this project. Got your end pushed in?
Yep. Well, not all the way, obviously.
There you go. It was quick.
Well, you were pushing it in.
You must have hit it harder.
Well, I was holding it really strong. So.
Okay. Okay, we dug through the hardware bin, and this is what we've come up with. We're going to use these PVC plugs drilled a hole in the middle, and bolt come up through our framework, go into here. And we got some wing nuts so we can screw it on there. Could have been any kind of hardware, but this our material cracks pretty easy, so we didn't really want to put anything out too close to the edges on it. Watch your eyes. Okay, we got parts for our shower head assembly here, and I'll just put it together, and pretty much you can see what it's all about. A threaded elbow for the shower head to go into. And it was cheaper to buy this chrome elbow than it was to use plastic pipe. Got a low water use shower head here. We got a ball valve that's going to go into this. This will all have to be glued together afterwards, after I test the fit of everything. Put a piece of tube into this just to be able to connect into the ball valve. And then we have a barb fitting to go into that. And so that's the whole shower head assembly. Now let's fasten that up in the corner of the shower. Okay, we test fitted all of our parts. So this is everything that's required to make our shower head assembly. And now we have to glue it together.
And does that have to be directly in line with?
Yeah, it does. We got a threaded adapter that goes into the ball valve that we use for turning the shower on and off. The pump's got a demand switch on it, so when you turn this knob here, the shower will run, and when you turn it off, the shower will quit. rest of our fittings here are threaded, so we'll put Teflon tape on those. Yeah, you'll see people wind a lot of this tape around the fitting, and it's really only necessary to get enough on there that it stays put, because its only function is to lubricate the threads so it'll screw together tight enough for the threads to jam up. Pipe threads are tapered, and as they tighten together, the tighter you thread it in, the tighter the threads jam together so they become watertight. And you want to wind your tape around this direction so that when you go to screw the part onto it, it goes in the same direction as the tape. If you go the other direction, it'll peel your tape off. Okay, and that's the shower head assembly. So I made these two stands out of some of this PVC pipe that was left over from making this part of it, and used a hole saw just to cut holes in it so it fits over the pipe that way, and then our shower assembly can hook into that. And if you make the holes a little tight, it snaps on there, so it kind of helps hold it in place. And then we're just going to hold it on there with these hose clamps. And I'm going to take this other one, and it straddles the valve
Above?
because I figured that would
Okay.
kind of make it hold in place. Okay, I'll just tighten up the clamps a little bit. Just to hold it up there.
Okay.
Actually holds together really solid with this. Okay.
Good.
Okay, this is what we have for our pump for the shower. It's a demand water pump. It's got a switch up here that turns on and off as it shows it has enough pressure in there. It's a diaphragm. It's got 4 diaphragms in there that pump the water, and this one doesn't surge when you turn it down, so that was why I got this particular version. And we just have some 2-inch conduit clamps with some screws in it, and it's going to live right here. This is our idea for a shower. Use a metal bucket to put on top of this big burner that we have, and we're just going to put a thermometer into it to measure the temperature, so you can heat it up to whatever temperature you want to have it. And then that water will be put into this bucket, and I just stuck a hose repair barb onto this to add some weight to it to keep it down at the bottom of the bucket. We got alligator clips on our connectors for the battery. That powers the pump. As soon as you turn that on, the pump starts drawing up water, and it'll fill everything up until it leaks. So it's just at the fitting. You can vary the amount of water you want with the ball valve on here. Then when you turn off turn off the water here, the pump automatically shuts off because it sees it's full pressure in the lines.
That goes with that one. And this one. So give me one of these.
I'm sure I don't hold that anymore.
How high?
I don't know, above the pump.
There.
There's another one of those. Come up a little short though. Here, let me turn the water on, see if it works. So that's the shower, and then there's going to be a curtain that hangs up on this rod right here, so you can keep your clothes dry over there and
Hang the towels on
hang your
it.
towels on this little rack here and such. And it can all be broken down. We can take this all apart, so we'll be able to move it up to the mountain, and we'll put it back together up there. So imagine that'll be part of another video.
Bye.